I got some ideas about media. How about you? What do you think about media? A lot of problems. What we're doing here, you and me, everybody that we get to join us, is having an open discussion, an open and an honest discussion, because we want to know what the truth is about everything. We're curious. We're not interested in just going round and round in circles. We're not interested in somebody giving us something that they think is right, even when it comes with pressure. No. It's why we have a brain. And it's why we have each other. It's why we have a mouth and two ears. All of that, the ability to process, the ability to think through, the ability to analyze. So when it comes to media, we get our news fed to us. And I don't know about you, but it kind of seems to me, and has for some time, that the story we're getting is like a script that somebody is giving to all the different newscasters around the world. I don't understand. Do you? I like to watch NHK from Japan, English, hoping that soon it'll open up. I like to watch BBC from London, CBC here in Canada. You got your CNN, you got your NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, and the lesser lights. But try it for yourself. Try watching and listening. Different local, national, international newscasters, media, and see if it feels like the story is almost verbatim. That's a word which means identical, precise. How can it be? How can it be that all news is the same in every part of the world? I mean, when it comes to the priority agenda, why are the top items every day for the better part of this last year, and maybe longer, maybe much more in the past? Why? Why are they all the same? Why are they all focused on certain areas when there's so much else going on in your part of the world, in my part of the world, and all over the world than what's being talked about? Especially the good stuff. I mean, the really good stuff, where people are actually making true scientific discoveries. but it's not talked about. And what isn't science often is talked about like it is science. Weird. These are things for us to consider, to think about. So when it comes to media, and a part of media, you know, I love the entertainment, comedies. Oh, this is beautiful here through this window. Look at that. Area like that somewhere I have a picture. Anyway, when it comes to media, and we're talking about media right now, right? As we continue our journey along the seawall, then we're talking about entertainment, all kinds of entertainment. I love good comedies, good dramas, good police stories. I don't like horror. I have friends that like horror, that gross stuff. Gives me bad dreams. But even entertainment now is coming in part with an agenda, with themes that go way beyond just trying to entertain people, to feeling of wanting to try to change values and change people into what they're not, what we're not. I don't know. I'm really interested in what you think about whether or not you think media and entertainment is doing that. Media and the news certainly is. I'm convinced of that. So I have to do much more searching, much more analyzing to find the truth, to find what really is happening. The majority is not right. And so, because I care about people and their well-being, I care about life, and I know that to choose life, excuse me, I need a Kleenex, to choose to live, to choose to laugh and love, is to embrace truth. And that means we've got to search. We can't just accept what we think is because it's coming from religious sources or politic government sources, or even from our friends. We've got a good brain. We've got a good mind. Oftentimes something doesn't feel right about what's going on. And it's okay to not be comfortable with a situation and to go ahead and investigate like a detective. It's okay. You know, we've got great search mechanisms. We're going to talk about technology next, but we've got the ability to do Google, to research. The library's in our phones, in our cameras. The wealth of the information, but we have to be willing to research various perspectives and various trains of thought that are based on various agendas and various personalities. Take any topic and see how the world handles these topics, how the media handles these topics. So when we're researching, when we're looking for the truth about a hot button, a hot issue, something that doesn't feel right, and we're looking to the media for answers because we're being fed by the media a mixed bag, then we want to make sure we know the sources from which we're gleaning, gathering information. The sources may be from people that will go wherever the investigation path takes them to get to the truth, even if it means they have to change their preferences, their personality choices. Many won't do that. They are forcing everything to go through a paradigm, a way of thinking. I can do that. I can be just as guilty of that. If something I don't agree with, but ends up being true, and I never believed that way, I never thought that way, it's like mind-blowing, right? So when it comes to media, to me, media should be as much as possible a neutral tool. Should be back to the good old days when I remember journalists that actually did search, want the truth. They didn't let it become like it is today, too much political, driving what they're saying, too much pre-baked, preconceived, prefabricated agenda. So, it's a little bit of ramble, isn't it? See that beautiful snow-covered mini hill over there? Maybe it's too far and you can't see it. We looked at religion, simple faith. Maybe you have a complex system. I'd like to know and understand and be able to dialogue the parts of it, break it down. We've looked at politics, just a little bit, touching the surface, scratching. Volumes have been written, wars have been fought. For me, a strong leader, very important, who cares about their people. Just like a business owner who cares for his or her own company, her staff, his staff, customers, vendors, partners. That's the priority. And then connecting outward and growing. And now we've just been looking at the media. And for me, I've come to realize that I have to be willing and open to searching, reading and listening between the lines, actually considering the sources, what's being said and where it's coming from, and what the objective is of what they're trying to accomplish. I want the truth, so I'm willing to search for it, and I'm willing to recognize today I only know in part. I only know a small little bit of the truth. Hopefully tomorrow I'll know more. And why? So my head can explode with the knowledge? No. No, one reason. So that I can be more of an asset, more value to the people I know and the people I will meet tomorrow. But for today, that's what I think. All right, we got two more. Let's talk a little bit about technology next. That's going to be 4. What a beautiful day. I wish you were here, even though it's a little chilly.